What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darian of the Nothing But Raider podcast, back to you with another video. If you like the Las Vegas Raiders and your team is the Las Vegas Raiders, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for all Las Vegas Raiders news just like this one. But we're here with an article from justblogbaby.com, and they said that did Antonio Pierce seal his fate versus the Kansas City Chiefs? Now, prior to the Las Vegas Raiders matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, the writer from Just Blog Baby wrote that a win in that spot may have been enough to convince owner Mark Davis to give the head coach Antonio Pierce another season. For the moment, it looked like the team was going to pull off the upset. However, once again, Pierce's poor game management reared its ugly and the Raiders lost 19-17. The fact that Las Vegas outplayed the Chiefs, it might have been enough for Davis to see the vision for what Pierce is building, but he may hurt himself more than help. Antonio Pierce does not call plays and he doesn't make personnel decisions. What he needs to be elite at is game management. The one thing that he's supposed to be great at, he's actually terrible at. At this point, it's hard to see the rationale for keeping Antonio Pierce another season. What is even worse for the Raiders fans is that he was asked if he would have done anything different at the end of the Chiefs' loss, and he simply said no. It's okay to admit you made a mistake, and it shows the fans that you're learning. Right now, it seems like Pierce doesn't know what he's doing or doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. According to Just Blog Baby, they said the problem with Antonio Pierce is that he's just too inexperienced. Hindsight 2020, but the Raiders probably shouldn't have given him a full-time head coaching position to begin with. Mark Davis has to look at this loss to the Chiefs and be very concerned about the direction for Antonio Pierce is taking the team. The Raiders risk of wasting another season if they decide to bring him back. Antonio Pierce may actually be a very good head coach one day, but he needs more experience in coaching ranks before he can lead an entire franchise. Let me be completely honest here with this guy that wrote this article with Just Blog Baby. You get your experience from being inexperienced. I completely understand that the year didn't go the way that we wanted it as Las Vegas Raiders fans, and I'm just going to be completely honest there. It just didn't happen that way. But Antonio Pierce, as an interim head coach, beat the Chiefs last year in Kansas City. We only lost to the Chiefs by 2 points. And that was a mental error by the Las Vegas Raiders offense. Are we blaming Antonio Pierce for that? No. Them guys fought hard and they did what they needed to do to try to win that game as much as possible. So for them to come on here and say the problem with Pierce is that he's too inexperienced, is a lot of coaches that started in the NFL with franchises as inexperienced. Look at Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions. He's another one that's inexperienced at the head coaching position, but he learned his way and then found his way in the years to come. I don't think the Raiders need to move on from Antonio Pierce. I really completely disagree with that. If you actually move on from Antonio Pierce after your second year of him being under this regime, I think you shouldn't fire him right now. I think you should give this man a chance. Yes, sometimes it might get worse before it gets better. And I think with Antonio Pierce right now, I think he needs to stay the head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. Understand that everybody want this coach and that coach for the Raiders, but you got to give this man a chance. You got so many young coaches like D'Amico Ryans and Dan Campbell. You got Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator. You had Matt LaFleur. You had so many good coaches that started out inexperienced at the head coaching position and found their way. Antonio Pierce is just trying to find his way. And I understand that the Raiders just want to win right now, but right now we're in a trust the process situation. That's what we are. We are in a trust the process situation. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to Antonio Pierce, I don't understand why Just Blog Baby wants to get rid of him after his first year. Understanding that he's an inexperienced coach and he got to be elite at game management. But at the same time, that's when you learn from your mistakes and it keeps, and I know it's like saying it's repetitive, but you have to keep remembering that Antonio Pierce got this job for a reason. Did we thought we was going to all be peaches and cream? No, we didn't. But at the same time, we got to give this man a shot. Give him another 2 or 3 years that Antonio Pierce could probably build the way how he wants to build it. and go from there. We got the draft. We got almost over $100 million in cap space. We have so many options in the off season. It might have a top 5 pick on top of that. So with that being said, I think you should not get rid of Antonio Pierce. I think this article is crazy to me, and I think it goes crazy to me. But I'm just reading on what the article said, and let me know what y'all think, Raider Nation. How do y'all feel what Just Blog Baby just said about Antonio Pierce? Did he seal his Raiders fate versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Black Friday? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Nothing But Raider podcast, and I'll see you in another live stream or in another video. Peace.